Hey guys, welcome back. This video is a little bit different. It's kind of a tutorial, but kind of not. There was a discussion that came up with the makeup mavens, and somebody asked the question, what do you do with a white eyeliner? And so a lot of the standard responses came up. A lot of people are familiar with using it on the waterline to make your eyes look bigger and wider and make you look more awake. A lot of people know to use it under the brow bone as a highlight color. A lot of people know to use it in the inner corner to brighten up the inner corner of the eye. But there's two ways that I like to use a white eyeliner, and that nobody mentioned, and I actually really enjoy, because I feel like it's a spin on the same old kind of outer V looks and cut crease looks and cat eye looks that we have been kind of stuck in a rut with for the last 15 years or so. So anyway, the first way I'm actually wearing today, so you can see it. It's a little bit softer than a cut crease, but it still has the impact that a cut crease look tends to have. And basically all you're doing is using a single color that you would apply all the way up to the crease and a little bit above. And I just happen to use the Knock on Wood's Wet n Wild Color Icon Trio. I used this bottom color, the eyelid color. And so I just applied it from the lash line all the way up to the crease and just a little bit above. You can see it peeking above. And then I use the white liner, and I just use it straight from the stick. Use it however you want to. This one happens to be an eye brightening pencil by Avon. Brightening pencils are a little more shimmer and a little less liner-ish. So, I use them interchangeably, but had I used a regular liner, it would look a little bit different than it does. Anyway, and I just basically run the pencil over the eye. I start at the lash line and I work my way up. Now, what you're going to do is you're not going to take it all the way up to the crease. My crease is right here, okay? And you can see it doesn't go up that high. But almost halfway, just between halfway and 3/4 of the way up to my crease, I have this little bit of a wrinkle sort of area in my skin where my skin crease is there, and that's part of kind of where it folds up as it kind of tucks itself when I open my eyes, as it tucks itself into the crease. And so what I do is I take that white liner and I go just up to that little wrinkle, that little place where the skin starts to fold. If you don't have a little wrinkle like I do, then just go about halfway or 2/3 of the way up to your crease, right? And so I just take that color, and this one I kind of patted down just so it wouldn't transfer. And then I still did my liner. Now I happen to use kind of a lighter brown liquid liner today. But for major drama, you can do your black liquid liner, and wing it however you want to. But I left it kind of light today so you could really kind of see where the white is a little better. And I really like that look. When you're looking right at somebody, it gives a lot of impact. It really kind of opens the eye. It definitely draws the attention to the eye. It makes them kind of look towards your face. It still has some drama out here because you still have that kind of crease color. You can do a little bit in the outer V if you want to. I didn't do it today because, again, this is a way to kind of get away from the outer V look that we always do. But you definitely can do that if you want. And it's a look that I really like. And when I wear my makeup like this, I get a lot of compliments on it when I do this, especially if I go out and that kind of thing. It just kind of stands out in a dark room, especially a dark room that might have some neon lights or some candle lights or some disco ball type lights, strobe lights, whatever. It tends to get people's attention. So I really like it. The other way that I really like to do it that nobody mentioned is I'm just going to do it on the back of my hand. So pretend my hand is an eye. So let's say you're just using one eyeshadow color, and I'm just going to use the same color, and you're just putting it all over the lid. Just the lid, maybe up to the crease or maybe a little bit above like I did today. So I'm just going to put a swatch here, and we're just going to pretend that I'm putting, my eyeshadow on just my eyelid. Okay, so can you see I've got this little swatch? Let me do it just a little bit darker just so it shows up really well. Okay, so I have my color on my lid. And then what I like to do is I like to take the white liner And I tend to do it on my finger, but you can do it with a brush or however you're comfortable. You can do it directly with the liner. You can do it on your finger. Just kind of scribble a glob on your finger and then pat it into just the center of the eye. And depending on your pencil, on how pigmented it is, if this one is pretty pigmented, but if you had one that wasn't, you could literally just take the pencil kind of through the center of the eye a little bit, right? And then just sort of pat it out. And what it does is it takes that kind of flat single color that you have going on with that one shadow, and it just gives a little bit of extra dimension. Can you see kind of in the center how it's sort of, there's some shimmer there? And so you take kind of that boring flat eye and then all of a sudden you give it some brightness just kind of in the middle, and that really draws attention directly to your eyes because you've done that. It also gives additional shape to your eye. It kind of makes that center part of your eye sort of stand out a little bit, and it will really draw attention to your eye color that way. So another way I like to do it, and it doesn't have to be a white pencil, it can be any kind of lighter eyeliner pencil. It could be a gold, it could be a silver, it could be a light pink, it could be a light peachy color. I sort of feel like any color that you might be looking at that's an eyeliner that you might be going, I don't know exactly how to use that, mainly because it's kind of a light color versus a darker color. We know what to do with a green or a purple or a blue or a brown or a black, right? But if it's a lighter color and you're thinking, I don't really know what to do with that, you could do either of these looks with it. I pretty much guarantee every time. Okay, so that's all. I just want to do a little quick video because I did have a question when I kind of gave my two ways that I like to do it. People said, hey, can you show us how? Because we've never heard of that before. So here I am. All right, so if you have any questions about it or anything, let me know. It's pretty easy, relatively easy. I'm sure you have it figured out. But if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. If there's anything else you want to see, then definitely let me know and tell me how you're doing down in the comments, or if anything exciting has happened to you over the last few weeks. I'd like to know that. And I will see you next time. Bye.